Alright guys, welcome back to World Warplanes. This time we'll be taking a look at the Tier 7 British heavy fighter. It is the Hornet. So yes, let's take a look at the history real quick, and then go over the stats, and then we'll jump into some pretty decent gameplay. Pretty decent. And let's see here. First flew July 1944. Total of 383 aircraft of various modifications were built. Okay, so I wish these descriptions would be a little bit more informative, but regardless, I was saying last review that I thought the Mosquito was all wood. It was either the Mosquito or this Hornet, so I don't remember. But regardless, this is a Tier 7 British heavy fighter, and the first thing that'll probably pop out to you is it's got massive propellers, first of all. It's got a very thin body, thin wings. It's pretty slick, honestly. And it's got a crap ton of ordnance. Kind of like the speciality of the line so far, right? So, let's see what Wargaming has to say about this plane. First, powerful autocannon armament effective against aircraft with high survivability, just like you would expect in any heavy fighter, honestly. The first thing you can notice is there's 4 guns in the hub, or in the hull, or the nose, or whatever you want to call it. And these are 420s. They are exclusive to the Hornet, but that's all you get. You only get 420s. But they're very good 20s. They're exceptional 20s. You don't kill things unbelievably quickly, but they work their targets down very quickly, or they do work their targets down pretty easily, honestly. I actually kind of like the guns more on this plane than I do on the Mosquito, so that kind of puts it into perspective. I think they do work pretty well, even though they have less guns, but I think they work well. Good survivability, but large dimensions, vulnerable engines, just like any heavy fighter, whatever. High airspeed, long-lasting boost. You get like 20 seconds boost. You have good airspeed. True. Ineffective in maneuvering combat. You're a heavy fighter, obviously. Effective in mid-altitude combat and destroying small amounts of ground targets. Yeah, your guns don't do a ton to ground targets, and you really shouldn't be shooting ground targets with your guns that much, especially since you are a pretty fast plane. But you do have pretty good survivability, and you do have a crap ton of bombs and rockets. You get 2 massive 1,000-pound bombs that do 6,000 damage apiece with a crazy damage radius of 295 feet. You got 8 rockets. These are the same ones as the Mosquito, so they're nothing new to you. So effectively what you're getting is stronger bombs at Tier 7, but weaker rockets. And why do I say weaker rockets? Well, because in a Tier 6 plane, these rockets will do more damage for their tier, right? Each target has less hit points, and so your rockets will do more damage at their tier, respectively, right? Whereas the Hornet, you're taking the same rockets and putting them up a tier, so they're less powerful at Tier 7 than they were at Tier 6. But that being said, you get 2 massive 1,000-pound bombs, and so you get better bombs, worse rockets. Kind of how you think about it, which is kind of cool. And then, yeah. So don't focus on shooting ground targets with this plane, but your ordnance can work ground targets amazingly. Like, these 1,000-pound bombs are glorious. They are unbelievably powerful. They do a lot of damage. If you drop 2 rockets in the same spot, there's a 0% chance that target will be around by the time you turn around. It's just dead. Two 1,000-pound bombs is enough to destroy basically anything you want. And it actually works pretty well. If someone's on your tail, you can just drop down, drop a bomb, and boom! You have a massive blast radius, and they just explode. It is a little bit hard to get Bombardier, and I don't think I've gotten it before, but if you really wanted to and you really wanted to try to focus on bombardiering, or maybe even dropping a bomb in front of a GA, you could probably do that pretty well too. So yeah, that's kind of this plane. It follows the same rules as the previous planes in the line. You just have to realize that you don't have a rear gunner, which you didn't have a rear gunner at the Mosquito either. But you're not going to be flying super high. Your altitude performance is really not that much better than the Mosquito. But and so that's another one of those reasons why you really should not be going after high flying bombers. If they're low flying, you can still take them out pretty well. In GA, they'll die very easily. You can also take out most heavy fighters pretty easily as well. But it's when you're trying to take out those high flying bombers that this plane does struggle. It does better in the yellow zone than the other planes in the line. But you really do want to keep it kind of low altitude. It's not a very high flying heavy fighter. Probably one of the lowest altitude performances of any of the heavy fighters at Tier 7, and that's very important to realize. You do need to fly it low. And you want to fly it low as well, because you want to make use of those ordnance. Those ordnance are what make this plane unique, right? It's what gives this plane character. And if you're not using your ordnance, you're not putting this plane at its greatest potential, honestly. So anyway, let's go to the service real quick. Service is pretty standard, universal. Make sure your bombs and rockets are loaded. First aid kit, pneumatic restarter, control surface trim. Nothing new. It's the way I always have it set up. Set it up the way you want. Upgrades. Let's see. The rockets are going to be the same. You're going to have these 500-pound bombs researched already. The first thing, which is kind of crazy, I would do either the guns, then the bombs, or the bombs, then the guns. But these are definitely the first two modules you want to be going for first. Then you have to research 2 engines, because they're unique to the Hornet. So because you have to research 2 modules in order to get the top engine, personally I would just do airframe then engine. But if you want to do engine then airframe, that works too. So that's the order I would do it. As for equipment, the only one I have on it right now is firing accuracy, gyroscopic gun sight 1. But alternatively, you could be putting the improved covering 3 and improved airframe 2 to give yourself 20% increased hit points and minus 30% chance of critical damage, which is pretty nice. But alternatively, you could put the reinforced airframe on, and then swamp out the improved covering for improved aircraft polish to give you a little bit more engine power. And it's just, there's no point in having the engine tuning when there's aircraft polish. It feels so much better. The aircraft polish is way better than engine tuning, in my opinion. You're getting 25% acceleration in a dive. That is substantial. And you're also getting 5% to max airspeed. This one is just engine power. It's not technically airspeed, but this one's good. I liked it. So yeah, I highly suggest having improved aircraft polish. You just have to be careful though, because especially if you're going after ground targets, this one can actually bite you pretty bad, because you're gaining so much speed in a dive that you might hit the ground if you're not careful. So you do have to be very careful. It takes a little bit of a discipline to use the aircraft polish effectively. As for paint scheme, you do get a free one, as you can see on my Hornet already, and that also means you're able to mount your beta sticker if you have it. Yay for beta stickers! I love beta stickers. So yes, that is that, and let's jump into the crew. My crew is in a different plane real quick, so let's go find him. He's in my pig snout, so I love that name, pig snout. Here's my pilot. Marksman 1 and 2, although because you have those crazy bombs and rockets, I think Demolition Expert should be one of your top priorities, honestly. I don't have it on this one, which might be a mistake, but once I get another skill point, then I'll get Demolition Expert for sure, because it is very useful on the Mosquito. Marksman 1, Marksman 2, Demolition Expert, that's what you want. Maybe Protection Expert to give yourself increased effectiveness of your modules. Or maybe Engine Tuning 1 and 2, or Engine Guru 1 and 2. But not personally for me. I'd prefer having Demolition Expert and Marksman 1 and 2. So yeah, that is the Hornet. It's pretty much rinse and repeat, same thing as Mosquito. If you got used to Mosquito, you're going to like the Hornet. I like the guns better. That you do have less guns, but they do feel better. I do like the Hornet a lot. I think it works really well. Once you get used to it, once you accept its role as basically a GA killer and dropping crap ton of ordnance on everything, it does work really well. So with that being said, let's jump into gameplay. I think I have 2 battles, one of me just basically beating the crap out of bomber formations. Yay, so exciting, right? And the other one is actually a pretty decent battle as well, so I'll show 2 battles off. I will see you there. Alright guys, welcome back. So this battle I'm playing the Hornet, of course. But this is the battle with the higher personal point score, but just more bomber formation killing. So it's not as impressive as other battles that the other battle I'm going to do. But this is the battle that we're going to do first, just because it's just basically showing you what it can do against bomber flights, bomber formations. It does do very well. First goal is to go right for the command center. And I'm flying with either Slay or Catechus in this one. I'm not positive. But either Slay or Catechus is my wingman. You'll probably be able to tell later on in the battle. Alright, but the first thing you'll notice, I'm not actually focusing on planes in this heavy fighter first. I want to drop my ordnance first, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to destroy some stuff. And as you can see, the rockets really are not that great. The bread and butter of this plane is the bombs. That's where this plane excels. The bombs are phenomenal. P-40 is going head on, so I'm going to take him out, and then I should be able to get enough time to be able to destroy that, which I do. Awesome. So now my bombs and rockets are on cooldown, and now we can start focusing on killing air targets. This plane is very weird because you do have to use the work together with your ordnance. It makes for a very unique plane. I like the British heavy fighters now that I've gotten used to them. So yes, that is that so far. Each team has taken the command center, so that's exciting. P-40, or that's the I-210. Most people don't like that plane. It's actually not too bad if you know what you're doing in it. Spitfire 5 DB605. He looks like he's AFK, but he's not, because he did move a little bit. I don't know what he was doing though, because he didn't really do a whole lot. So we almost take him out, and now my other engine gets destroyed, and now my pilot's destroyed. And that's annoying. It's really annoying. Anyway, A7M is destroyed, which is good, and I'm going to die now too. So there's... Oh yeah, okay, I'm flying with Slay. You guys probably saw his YouTube channel, but I'll leave a link in the description, if I remember. I may not remember, like I usually don't. But yeah, Slay, he's really fun to fly with. Good pilot, everything. But, as you can see, I left that Spitfire on like 10% health, and then he came around and destroyed me. It's just like, really? I should have destroyed him then. But it is what it is. Now it's just time to obliterate these bomber formations. I'm setting up to get behind them, and the guns do melt these bombers very quickly indeed. Of course, I'm running universal ammo in this battle, and I'm targeting the ones that are closest to me first, or like the ones that are behind, and I'm going for the leader last, the front line formation leader. It's 4 down, and here comes the 5th one. Goodbye. You're dead. I see some ground pounders trying to take our command center, and I'm not about that. You are not gonna. Looks like that JU-88P is having a difficult time right now. So he's dead, and yeah. And I'm not perfect, guys. As you can tell right there, that was a serious misplay. I intentionally did not hold down the brakes when I went after that guy because I wanted to keep my airspeed up. But by not pressing the brakes at that moment, actually came back and killed me. So make sure you use your brakes if you're that close to mountains. And that's one of those situations where if I had aircraft polish on, it probably would have hindered me because I would have had like crazy speed going down there because of my acceleration in a dive buff. That aircraft polish would have been bad in that situation. So aircraft polish you really have to be careful with. Alright, well, we take him out, and you know, it looks like our I-210 took out the A-26B that was over our command center, so it is what it is. I mean, I was able to respawn. It wasn't the end of the world. It was just a little bit frustrating when it happened. My guns are overheated, so once I kill this B-17, I need to let my guns cool off a little bit, but it should be enough to take them out, which is nice. These guns, even if they are overheated, they do still work pretty well. They have to be like well overheated for a long period of time before they really stop working. So A-26B, he's going to be super easy to kill. Yep, flip around on him, and we'll take him out. Dead. Awesome. So now we're going to find another target. I'm really just leaving the sector's taking ability to slay. And by me destroying all these bomber formations, it's allowed our bomber formations to take their command center. So that was beneficial. And that's kind of why you want to knock out these bomber formations. But by me taking out these bomber formations, now we're getting 2 bomber strikes, and the bomber formation from the enemy will have ceased. I have this bomber formation to take out, and there's 1 more bomber formation incoming from the enemy, and then all the bomber formations will be destroyed, at least for a while, and it'll give us, our team, some breather. It looks like Slay's taking another sector. If it wasn't him, it was somebody else, but he's doing an excellent job. He's doing really well, and he's playing the I-220. From what I hear, it's actually a really nice plane compared to the I-210, so I am looking forward to that plane once I get it. So yes, the bomber is there again, and it's almost squall line. So I want to take out this bomber, and then take out the last bomber flight, and we should be golden. At this point, I really don't think we're going to lose this battle, but it's just a matter of farming and picking up a nice score at the end of the game, right? So A-26B, his wing is knocked out, his pilot's knocked out, his engine's destroyed, and he's dead. So now, I think about going after that guy, but he dies, so I don't need to go after him. So now it's just time to take out the bomber flight. And their 109Z has done a really good job as well, because he's basically destroyed most of our bomber flights as well, and he's also been taking sectors along with it, so he's doing really well at multitasking as well. So shout outs to 109Z, he's done pretty well so far. Take him out. There's a bomber right next to me, but he's too close to me. I won't be able to destroy him. Or maybe I will. Let's see. I'm right up on his tail here. There we go. Take him out. Just before he got there. That was great. Victory is close, says the game. There's not really a whole lot more for me to do. 19Z is right there. I'm just kind of flying. Ooh, there's a plane right there. Let's take him out. So nothing extravagant in this battle, but it was a perfectly demonstrated battle where I was taking out bomber flights and taking out the enemy team's bombers and GAs at the same time, and it worked really well. So we took out that LA-5, which is great. And as you can see, 400 miles per hour, 350 is kind of where it normally goes about. It's just that speed is not that impressive. It really is not at tier 7. So more often than not, it's just it doesn't get the job done very well. I'm surprised the enemy is holding their own for so long. They only have 2 planes left, so it's time to take them out. Slay is going after the multi-role fighter, and I'm going after this heavy fighter. I'm hoping that if I take out this 109Z, I should break 20k, but we will see here if that is the case. Bruiser's a little bit disappointed, which is fair enough. But it was a close game. I always love close games. So even if we had lost this battle, I would have been okay with it. It was a fun battle. 109Z is right there. We almost have this garrison, so that's not going to be an issue at all. I'm pretty sure Slay has taken out the multi-role, so now it's just a matter of taking out this last 109Z, who has done very well the whole battle. Fire some rockets, don't quite kill him. A little bit worried that he's going to be able to flip on me, because I think that plane's more maneuverable than me, which he does flip on me, but I got just a couple of shots on him and took him out. Excellent battle. Excellent battle. With that, that was just about 20k. Didn't quite break 20k, unfortunately. Everyone says GG to each other because that was a great game. Really great game. We'll go back to the hangout. I'll let you look at it. But I'm done commentating this battle. I'll let you guys look at the post-game stats, and I will see you in the next battle. Oh yeah, 25 kills. That's not bad. So yeah, that was the battle. Welcome back, guys, to the second battle. This time I'm playing with Carter, WS Carter 007 is what he calls himself. So yeah, we're playing with Carter. It's top tier again, so there is that going for us. But we'll see what we can do here. Let's see, last battle I didn't really show off the ordnance too much. You saw it in the beginning, but we'll see if I can show it off a little bit more this battle, but no promises. And this battle was a lower combat score than my previous battle, but I'm not focusing on shooting down bomber formations because there are no bomber formations. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to drop 1 bomb here and 1 bomb on the other one, and because these bombs are so massive, especially if you have Demolition Expert, you can destroy those center objectives with just a single bomb, and it's very, very powerful. There was a lightning right there, so that's cool. These guys are all stalling out because they're flying way too high for their comfort zone. So we shot him down super easily, still have all 8 rockets, and that is how you play the Hornet. You drop your 2 bombs, influence it super easily because you don't even have to aim at planes. You just drop your 2 bombs, get tons of extra points, and then find an air defense plane that's stalling because he can't control his own speed. That's how you do it. So now we're going over to the airfield. I'm going to dump my rockets on it because, after all, these are ground rockets, not air rockets. I unfortunately did not destroy that. I don't know why. I should have destroyed it, but it just goes to show you that these rockets really are not designed that well. They're not as powerful at tier 7 as they are at tier 5. or tier 6. Tier 5 as well, because the bow fighter has the same ones. But anyway, trying to get some distance because I'm getting wrecked. But I'm pretty sure the 410 is going to kill me. Whatever, we'll see. Nope, he did not kill me. Hallelujah. So we start flipping on him. And because it is an airfield, not an airstrip, we'll be able to repair ourselves, which is cool. Going after him, but he is going really fast, so I'm gonna leave him alone. If he comes back in, I'll have to take him out, because otherwise it's gonna be an issue. Right over the repair spot, so I'm gonna get a little bit of repairs, but I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity if I see it. And almost get full health. Here we are, full health, and now I can open fire on the Yak 9. Awesome, awesome. That was an awesome use of repair in the middle of battle. Great use of it. So now I see a Spitfire. He's trying to climb. He's going to use a lot of his airspeed and to climb, which makes him a pretty easy target, and we shut him down. So here comes a KI-88. Do note that I have about 150 to 250 lag right now. So if you see, like, if it looks like I'm killing him after I've already passed him, it's because of the lag. Which, whatever, we'll have to deal with it. It keeps fluctuating. I don't know. Right now it's fine. Right now it's in tolerable territory. But earlier, just a second ago, it was too high. IL-2T, almost take him out, but I was going too fast. I probably should have applied the brakes, but I wanted to keep my airspeed up, honestly. So he's dead. I'm going to try to flip around and take out this IL-2T. Can we take him? Yes, we do. We pick him up. Awesome. 6,000 personal points exactly. Not too bad for the start, and we have 4 sectors already, so that's exciting. There's an absolute mob of enemy planes over at the garrison, so of course the garrison follows, which is fine because I don't want to win by superiority. I don't want to win super fast, so that's good, good, good. Alright, enemy 410's coming inbound. Probably try to throw my rockets at them. Wait. Rockets. And dead. Goodbye, sir. You just got rocketed. That was super satisfying. Super satisfying moment. FW-190 just got obliterated. I see a GA. He's slow moving and big old fat target, so great opportunity for my guns. I know I'm getting shot at, but I want to kill him regardless. That means I die, which is okay because I want to just shut him down. He was an easy target. And we have an airfield, so I can get in the battle very quickly again. So we're back in the battle already. I'm trying to reorient myself, figure out where the stupid respawn has sent me. Sometimes it faces you in the right direction, sometimes it really messes you up. This time it didn't really mess me up that much, which is good. Spitfire 9, he's a human, and I don't think he's really moving all that fast, so I want to use this opportunity to take him out. That's what you gotta do. Like, when you're flying these heavy fighters, you really have to find the planes that have gotten engaged in someone else, or has started committing in verticals and lost a lot of airspeed that way. Because then they're a bit slower, and it's a lot easier for you to get your shots on. If you're trying to shoot at planes that are going full speed and ducking and dodging and weaving, it is very difficult to kill them. So 190 is closer, but I want to take out the Spitfire. He died, so I guess the FW-190 is the next target. There we go, we got him. Awesome. Mustang 1A is flipping around, so we're going to take him out as well. Hopefully. And surely we do. He is dead. Great stuff. Great stuff. I could wait for repairs, but I'm just going full blown, and I still get repairs anyway. Not to full health, but not bad. I will take it. So 13,000 personal points already. Not too bad of a battle, of course. and squall line is in 30 seconds, so I want to try to actually take out this GA before squall line so I can re-engage him. But I see that the 410 is over here and the Mustang is over here. I need to deal with those guys. So XP50 is actually inbound first, so I throw my rockets out. Totally miss him, unfortunately. But I'm going to try to use my speed to get some distance here and flip it back around on those heavy fighters. So P-51A dodged me, but I need to focus on this guy. So he fires his rockets. He's only got 4 rockets, and so he does not hit me. He really, those rockets are not designed for air targets. He did whatever he could to try to hit me, but they just are not designed to shoot down air targets. It's very hard to hit with them. So now he calls BS on that, and it was not BS. It was only there's only 4 rockets. Sorry, man. You tried rocketing me, but you only have 4 rockets. They're not designed to shoot down air targets. As much as you may think they are not. The likelihood of you hitting me with those rockets was very slim to start. And that's why you got killed. But anyway, that is the Hornet. Do I recommend the Hornet? I do. I think it was a very fun plane. It's definitely a different play style to other heavy fighters that I've played, but I do like it. The flexibility of the plane with all those ordnance is nice. It's just, it is very difficult to take down high-flying bombers, but other than that, it's pretty decent. You're going to probably stay low anyway to make sure you can get your bombs and rockets dropped. And, you know, if you shoot down those GAs and low-flying bombers, it's pretty easy to do well in it. And, you know, find those targets that have run out of energy or have stalled or something, because they are sitting ducks. Those are the best ones. If you're trying to fight planes that are maneuvering and stuff, you're not going to do very well in this plane. You definitely need to find those planes that have lost their airspeed. But that is the ME-410. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a fun plane. It is very fun. With that being said, please leave comments down below. I always love to read the comments. And I will catch you guys next time.